Hello everyone, welcome to the Outdoors Unsupervised. This is Brandon Clark. Well, I am Brandon Clark. You know what the hell I'm talking about. As you saw in the intro, we're going to be working with bees today. This is not the channel. If you want to know precise, exact, to the T, how to raise bees, do not go off anything that you hear from this channel. I get a lot of help from my buddy Mike, and some of the language, transaction, brain chemistry, electrodes get messed up in the process of me trying to relate it to you, so it's pretty much nothing what he tells me to do. But I do the best I can. I did good last year, so we are going to split these hives and see how we do. I'm gonna try to do like one nuke, and that's a smaller hive I'll show you right now, and then I'm going to do another in the garden. You don't want them too close together. I got them about, I guess, 200, 300 feet away from each other, and they're like a triangle pattern. One in the garden, one over there, and one over here. The one over there by the creek, that's the one that is the established one that we'll talk about in a little bit. But here is the nuke. The nukes have 5 frames. And I just set this up before I went to Las Vegas for some food challenges on the other channel. But I set this up. I don't have a sugar. Sometimes they have a sugar deal here with the quart bottle going down, the sugar feeder. But it's springtime. You don't want to feed them any sugar. They're lazy bees if they're not going out trying to find flowers and such, pollen. This one right here has it on top. You can put them down here. I just left this here for a watertight seal down here so the water doesn't get into here, and that's the only reason why that's up there. I'm gonna open this up. These are just empty frames. I got these empty because I put some lemon grass extract in the bottom of here, right on the other side of this board. That mimics a swarm, like the smell of the swarm. So when I got back from Las Vegas, sometimes they swarm during this time, and I would have had a swarm in here by the time I got back, but no good. So I tried. These are beehive beetles. These are vegetable oil. You can do other stuff, but I put these in here, and they'll crawl into these holes. Little bitty black, look like polka dot looking things, but they are hive beetles. They get in here and they die. You just replace these as needed. But this is a nuke, N-U-C, I believe it's spelled, and there's only 5 in that. A regular hive has 10. So that's that, and we're gonna see the other one. I heard people liked voiceovers, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm here pulling a wagon. It has 4 wheels. It is made of plastic. It doesn't matter. It could be metal, plastic, whatever, but I am entering the backyard. Now I am closing the fence so no bigger chickens get in to see me. Some do get in the yard, but many do stay out there because of the fence. I don't know what else to say. There's chickens. You just saw them. I'm walking toward the garden area. There's the beautiful me. That's myself. I'm the one talking. I still have the wagon with 4 wheels. It's rolling on the ground. It's doing pretty good. There's my flat butt, like SpongeBob. And here's another fence. That's just to keep more of the critters, aka chickens, 2-legged rats, feathered rats, out of the garden. There's still a couple that do, but here's me with, yes, said again, or yet said, what, said wagon. Yes, said wagon. I'm going toward the bees. This is the beehive here, so I'm going to shut it. Okay, on this one, same thing, no bees in here, but I tried. That's what she said. She didn't say that. It didn't even make any sense. Okay, again, I have two hive beetle traps. Let me turn this around. So again, I have two hive beetle traps in here, and I have the 10 frames. These just look a little dirty, but when the bees get in here, what they do is they'll get there and clean all that out. I just try to clean most of it out for them, so it's easier for them. But they'll get in here, clean that out before they start doing honey. This is some that they really don't have to clean out on this side. This is when they're putting honey in here, they already have it. You see how it's already out a little bit. It's not flat like up here. It's combed out a little bit, so they can already start putting building on it and putting honey in there. There's different frames. There's going to be brood like eggs in there. There's going to be capped honey. There's going to be honey not capped. Then they cap it when they're done with it. There's going to be the queen bee cells. There's nothing in here because it's just a new box. I do have the sugar water empty up top. It's just for show. It's just to kind of keep the water out. And then I can take this out now since it's springtime, which I probably will. And I have a board here. It's bigger that is made just for it. So I'll take this out. This is to use when I have a bottle in there, but I don't now. So want the hole to go down. There you go. That's all you got to do from side to side. You want the hole not too big. That's what she said. You just want bees to go in there. Anything bigger than that, like wasps and stuff, can get in there. They still can get in there with this, but there's so many bees in there they'll probably end up killing the wasps. So, okay. Nothing to this right now. I was just checking right now to see if any swarm and stuff got in here, but we'll get to the main bees as you saw in the intro. So let me get over there and take care of that. I know you hear all the chickens. They're happy because they heard 120 more chicks are coming. So you're going to see a lot of chick videos. Not like that. Not like that, folks. But if you are mesmerized by baby chickens, you'll see plenty of that. We got 120 of about 7 different breeds, maybe 8 different breeds, but 120 total. The next video you might see might be me putting together a bike trailer. It is for my mountain bike, so when I can do some stealths now. Just got back from Las Vegas, so what I'm going to do is try to drop some of this weight right here. Try to drop at least 30 pounds, maybe 50 this year. I'm gonna at least a minimum of 30 pounds I'm trying to drop. What I'm going to do is take at least a month off. Then I got 3 days of challenges with Eli Lessig again, and then another month off. So during this times you're seeing videos once a week, maybe twice a week. I got those already built up from me doing challenges. So now it's trying to get rid of the weight. So this is the time where I can ride my bike, put all my stealth gear on the back, and do like a 2 or 3 day stealth just wherever I end up. Try to do like 15 miles a day, just wherever I'm at. And I don't know, maybe a 5-day trip. I don't know. We'll take it. To start off, you don't want to, when you're losing weight and trying to do stuff, when you start off, you don't want to try to overdo it. Then your brain's like, I don't want to do that again. So that's what she said a lot. But I haven't got to the, let me turn this around, the garden. As you see, the garden is a mess. We had an ice storm. This is some of the residuals still left. We have on the other side of this in the backyard. That's what I call that. This is the backyard. This is the backyard by the house. But the backyard, I haven't messed with any of that. There's a tarp over there. I was going to do a stealth, so I covered it up. But not a stealth, but like a review or camping and cooking. I covered it up so the ground wasn't wet, but everything went to heck around here. I still try to play catch up. The last one I did out here was over there, and then I did a camping video on Christmas Day over there. I don't know if you saw right here, but I do have some outdoor plumbing. That's the bees. There's a his and hers seat right there. Tasha never sits on it, but that's from in the house. I cleaned them up good. I just put them out here just for conversation piece, but that's a good spot to sit there. I can sit there. I can chat with Ariana. If you didn't know, my daughter had passed away probably about 2 years to the day of this video coming out. It was March 6th. And she has a wind chime up in this tree that I got from a disposal team member. I'm not sure if you can even see it. Where's it at? Should be right. Oh, there it is. And I got a spare one in the house that looks just like that, just in case something happens to that. I'll have another one. But when the wind blows, I want to say that she's talking to me, and sometimes there's no wind out here at all, and it just starts tinging right before I leave, like she's trying to catch my attention. But other than that, folks, let me go over yonder. I did want to tell you about the bike stuff, and I know this is outdoors, unsupervised, and a lot of people just want to see stealths, but this is outdoors of everything. Outdoors of freaking chickens talking back at you when you're trying to talk here. Bees, DIFYs, outside cooking, just outdoors. You know, I like the outdoors. I like being with you guys, interacting with you guys. I like listening to chickens cluck in my ear while I'm talking. But all seriously, you know what I'm trying to say. In all seriousness, they're meditational. I drink coffee out here. It helps me out deal with life. Seriously, you know, whatever. You're stressing me out. I need more chickens. I need to buy more chickens. That's what it is. That's my excuse, okay? I'm stressed out. I need more chickens. Okay. Let me get over there. Talked enough. See you in a bit. Over yonder. Over freaking yonder. Over them there hills. This is a spot where we're going to be doing our watermelons. We did have some here. I got about, like I said, I think last year I got about 8 50-pound watermelons. So I got more black fabric. I'm going to fabric probably all this off to there. And these are seedless blackberry bushes. They'll come back next year. They're really plentiful right here, and then they start, I started transplanting them down to there. So have that. I have a mulberry bush. She had that at her grandmother's house, so we planted a mulberry bush, and I put this around it because I think something was messing with it, but now I think deer might be been. But now it has been about two years now, and it's starting to bloom here. I'm not zooming in on here. Let me see. There we go. It's starting to sprout like spring has sprung. Spring's almost here. And here's the bees. I got to put my bee suit on in a second. She does not want me out here messing with the bees without the bee suit. So they are thriving over here, guys. And let me get the intro right now for you guys that you already saw. I just didn't do it yet because I just got over here. Magic of editing. You don't want to get directly in front of the door where they're going in at. You don't want to block them going into there because they do get agitated. And they're kind of bipolar, folks. If it's cloudy out, they're a little more mad. If it's below 50 degrees, do not lift that lid. They will sting the heck out of you. That's the only time they stung me. It was like 48 degrees. I lifted it up and they tagged me about 20 freaking times, really fast. And I didn't do that again. That's the only time they got me. And then Tasha got all freaking paranoid. She said I need to put this on. I need to wash it. It's getting a little mildewy. I took my earrings out. Best thing to do, putting this mask on because it'll get caught. But I put a long sleeve shirt on. I'm already sweating, but that's what raw muscle, all that muscle I have does to you. But put a thicker shirt on under this, just in case when they get kind of agitated, they won't sting through it too much. Hopefully I got my gloves. That'll be one of the brightest things to have on right now. But okay. Got my astronaut uniform on. Let me try to do my astronaut bad acting out here with the bees. So I'm supposed to go. Backwards, backwards, rewind it, we'll go. Tasha's probably looking at me like, what's this stupid fat guy out here doing? But she's probably used to it, so she's just not paying no attention. She knows I thrive in my bad acting. Let's see, oh yes, I got gloves. Woo-wee, doggy. Got a bee brush. When I get up here, guys, I'm gonna probably put all this on the beehive and just talk, because I'm not gonna be going back and forth. I do have this little puffer. If the bees know, little toke, little mesmerized, you put a little bit of this in here, light it up. This is just burlap. You get this, I got this cheap at Walmart. Not sure if you can even see it. I got this mesh mask on, so it's glare on the screen. But cut a piece of that off, put it in here, light it up, toke it up, and just give them a shot. Just give them a shot, and then they think that the hive is about to burn up, so they try to go get honey and fill their pockets with honey and pollen. Well, probably honey, but fill their pockets with honey so they can leave out, and the queen bee won't leave out to the later, but it won't be that long, and then they'll know that nothing's happening, so they won't all vacate. That's what people think bees think. Okay, like fisher anglers, not fishermen, anglers. They think they know fish are under that column right over there. If I was a fish, I'll be right there. They know what fish think. They don't, people. They think they know what they think, and then they got lucky one day. That's what she said, and they just stick with it. Okay. I'm checking this box for queen cells, okay? That's little bitty upside down cones. I'm checking for bee cells, queen bee cells. If there's 2 of them, I'll take 2 and put them in there, because they'll have to fight it out like a, you know, they just got to do what they got to do, like a cat fight, but it's a bee fight. They got to do what they do. Put 2 in there just in case, and one of them has to go. Sorry, people, that's just life. Here in their face now, since I'm Tasha approved, kinda. Get all the way in their face, in front of the hole, so they're not happy. You're gonna see some right in the entrance fanning. And they're going to stay there. They're going to take turns. They're going to fan. They get what they're doing is circulating the air from the back and the front. There's a back hole up there, which it's I do have it pulled out a little bit. Well, I have it covered a little bit because of let me push it. Because of the winter. So it's good enough right now. They're able to go ahead and have a lot more airflow, so this will help them not have to fan as much. But what they do is that's the back door, this is the front door, and they're just circulating air is all. So they'll work a little bit less now since I did that. That was for winter time, like I said. I did put a second box on here. The queen can be in here. Usually she's at the bottom, but once it fills up, she'll go to the top. So you still want to be careful. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of puns. You want to be careful. You do it, guys. There's gonna be a lot of bees in here, just like here. But the queen bee can be up here. What I'm gonna do probably next time is put a metal grate. I got a metal grate. I'll show you another time. It's called an excluder. The excluder, the queen cannot go through there. So I'll put the excluder on there. Then another box on top. So the box on top would be like all pretty much honey. And I'll just take the top box off and let them just have these all the time. So I'm just trying to get the best possible angle. If you do something stupid, you want to get it on tape. So here we go. I'm taking this off. This is for like the raccoons or the bears or the T-Rex that come through here. There's the rest of the sugar that was on top that I put sugar up here for the winter time. So they did eat most of that up, so they had sugar for the winter. Let me get my handy dandy tool. Well, I don't see my specialty tool just for this, but I'm using this 5-in-1, which is pretty much a 3-in-1. It's kind of old. But what they did here with this this box, they glued it shut with the whatever they call it, wax or polymer or whatever the hell they call it. See, I told you, do not go off of me. But they are pretty sluggish. But in a minute, they are not going to be that way. You're going to see them all out and about trying to figure out what the heck's going on. I might show you some hive beetles here. Don't want to spill this, but here's a couple hive beetles in there. So not many hive beetles in this at all. I can't see anything with I'm gonna have to take this stuff off, guys. There we go. I'm gonna take this mask off. There's one in there. I don't even think it's a hive beetle. That's just another little bug, but it traps bugs. So there you go. Didn't lie to you today. Okay, get one of these frames up. These top frames shouldn't have much of anything in it, because since I put them in just a little while ago, and they'll probably fill the bottom up. There shouldn't be much honey in here at all either, because the wintertime they eat the honey to stay alive. So I feed the honey back to them. I let them have it, but there's nothing in here. Sometimes that means that the queen's not even in here. If you see the bottom like this, that means there's no queen at all. So it's not looking good right now on the top. But the bottom, there's a lot of bees down there. They just didn't move up. So they probably ate all the honey. Let me go to another one on the outside and see if they got anything going on. But if not, I'll just have to order some 3 queens. I'm gonna order 3 queens for each, 1 queen for each box. Nothing. This was already pulled out, so I've already put that in there, so they didn't do that. They're searching around. I'm gonna take this whole top off for now. Maybe I might not even use this. I just don't want the queen to be in there, and I'm gonna just say she's not. So a real beekeeper probably would not do what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna take this off without even checking if there's a queen in the rest of it. I'm gonna say she's at the bottom. Okay. There's a lot of the bees here. Let me go down further for you. We try to get even closer. I'll take my glove off for a second, guys, just for you. Uh-oh, they are not happy, and I'm gonna get my hand stung just because I'm trying to get some better footage. Okay, put my glove on. Not the brightest idea to leave this off. Hopefully Tasha didn't see that. If you're new to the channel, Tasha's my girlfriend. It's just not an imaginary person. I know. You might not think I have a significant other, but she knows what she's got, okay? That's all I gotta say. That's all I'm saying. They ate pretty much everything. Okay, they're starting to bounce off me now. A lot of bees, they don't want to sting you at first. They bounce off of you, so they keep their stinger. But once a bee stings you, they die. And to let you guys know, this is real life situations. This is true. The only bees that'll hurt you are female bees. Female bees are the only ones with stingers. Okay, the male, the drones, they don't. Okay. So that's just true. That's a true story. And if you know the bumblebees, the really big bumblebees, they don't even have a stinger. Carpenter bees and such, people think they do. They don't have a stinger at all, so they won't do anything to you, but probably pounce off you really hard. That's what she said. Okay, they got brood in here. I wish I had a queen cell. If I had a queen cell, I would take this. This is bee bread. This is brood. They're making at the bottom. They're making a bigger comb. That is not a queen cell, but it kind of looks like that. But it's like a teardrop. But that is just an extra that they're building on the bottom. I'm trying to see if I can see the queen. Well, we got all kinds of bees on here. I do not see the queen yet. She won't fly away. 99% of the time, she will not fly off of here. She only flies out the hive one time her whole life, and that's when she first goes out to sow her royal oats and comes back. There's freaking tons of bees in here. I am going to mess with these. I'm going to switch it up. I can't do it on camera because I have a limited time to do this. I don't have but 2 hands I brought with me today. But this one is going to go in this other box because I want to spread them out. And I put it in very slow. That's what she said. You don't want to crush the bees. So I put it in this box here. I put it right in the middle. If I find one more, I'm going to put it in there. But I'm trying to mix them up so they got to work around and start building everywhere else instead of in one location. Location. Okay. Other than that, let me try to get a wider angle so you can see most of what I'm doing now. You don't have to see really close up, I guess. But I want you to see something. Okay. They're probably mad at me. Because you get it, but because I'm messing up their routine. And like I said, beekeepers that are watching this are cringing right now. They're probably wondering, what the heck is this guy doing? What? He doesn't know anything about bees, and they are 100% correct. They are very 100% correct. All I'm doing is moving these around. Okay, got me in the face one time. I'm not sure if you caught that, but it went through this mask was too close to my face. This mask was too close to my face and got me, so I'm pretty sure you didn't get on tape. I think it was standing up over here. I took a picture of that to show my buddy, and then get these leaves out of here. And then I'm gonna come back later and make sure to see. I never saw a queen bee. I never saw a queen bee cell before without being in one of them little made-up, man-made deals they make. They're not happy right now, as you see. So I'll put this down and get out of here. Be hasty. Get it? You get it? Yeah. See ya over there. They'll follow me for another quarter mile. I'll make some zigzags and stuff, and maybe jump in that creek with a straw like the cartoons, and see if that works. Okay, I'm about 75, 80 feet away. As you can tell, the bees love me. I don't think they're going for the love part, but I must be sweet like honey. I just want to say that because I want to think that's true. Bees like honey, so I think that is just that. If I was away from the bees and a bee stings you, I will let you know when a bee stings you. It's a sac, not that kind of sac, guys. It's a sac that is attached to the stinger. So if it stings you, you can, and say you're just walking around and without a bee suit on, and one stings you. Well, just take it out because it still pumps. That sac still pumps that fluid into you. It's just like a big one sac. It's a one sacker, and it keeps on like this. I don't know what you're thinking, people, but I'm just trying to help you out. But it keeps on pumping that fluid inside of you. So just go ahead and take that sac out with the stinger, okay? With the stinger too. But get out of here. Like I said, they'll follow you for another quarter mile. Just go slow and try to talk in a Dr. Phil type of voice like I have, and they'll eventually go to sleep or start crying. Because Dr. Phil makes people cry, don't he? This is meditational too. If you're listening to it on the video at your house and not being, surrounded by a bunch of bees. Some people are just freaked out by the sound, so they're probably turning the video off. But I'm gonna get up here, talk to you one more time before I close this out, and just try to get these bees away from me. So, see you up there at the he shed. There's still one or two bees that are real curious or real pissed off. They hold a grudge. They're female bees, I think. They will sting you. But here is my he shed. If you never saw it, it's a whopping, what, 10 by 10 or 10 by 12. I had built her. Let me turn it around. That was already here, but I took everything out. I redid the drywall in it and everything. And while these bees are following me, I'm gonna go ahead and show you that real quick, and then shut this down. But that's my manly man 10 by 12 shed. I want to put like a lean-to in the back here to have more space to make it seem more manly. Hers has a tarp on it because there was a leak on it, and I tried to fix it, but there's no fixing it. You got to pretty much tear the whole roof off. So my bank account's not set up for that right now, so it's not going to happen. So I got a tarp up there that I sell, 20 by 30 tarps. I sell on my website under goods and other stuff. Hers is about a 30 by 13 maybe she shed, and I got these little picket things. I made it country. Country means it's just not measured, so it's a country little fence. Put new windows in it. Has electric run out here and an own breaker box out here. She likes North Carolina blue, so that's that. She has some couches in here. She's going to be doing some maybe some partying. Those lights come on by themselves, and these don't, but those do over there. I did build her a coat rack, hey Ashi, on there. as she goes on YouTube, and a nickname in real life, Rosie J. Her friend Rosie calls her Hey Ashi, like Tashi, like Tasha, but Hey Ashi. That's that. There's a lot of stuff in here not put away yet, but this is going to be her brunch with the females on Sundays, maybe. I did take these out of a Lone Star. See, these were tables. These tables were big tables in a Lone Star restaurant that burnt down, but they put them in their dumpster. They weighed about 200 pounds, maybe 150 pounds a piece. I cut them into thirds, and I sanded them down real good. I beveled the edges, and I put about 10 coats of freaking shellac on it or whatever. I put trim, baseboard trim around the sides to make it look a little more girly. And that I got from my grandmother. She had so that's just an old dresser. There's an air conditioner out here on the Wi-Fi deal, so it can turn on by itself when she wants to turn on. I put extra cords up here. Those are actually I already ran them down to here before I put this in the breaker box. I already ran the breakers up to here in junction boxes, so those are 4 more that are on breakers that nothing is on right now. But those 4 are on dedicated circuits, so it's not even attached to anything. So I didn't want to run a wire down to here and redo it. So I went ahead and did them already. So I got them labeled up there. I can just run a wire to there. But they're capped off now by code. That is okay to do. I redid all the electric that was in here because they had it all messed up. But I do have junction boxes there. I did put insulation all the way around. I did put the lights in here that are can lights, and I kept that off, and I put that storage. You can put stuff inside of that, like fishing poles or something. This side I left open, but we can do the same thing over there if she ever wants to. Sorry guys, this is not working out great in this she shed. I guess the lighting's bad. But this was my daughter's that she had in one of her rooms in the house. This used to be my daughter's there. She does have a deep freezer, probably full of expensive meat because she's fancy. She has probably steaks and shrimp and lobsters and greens in there right there. Okay, that is the tour, folks. Not much. She gets everything really set. I did do the floors in here. We got these floors really cheap, and I had to do this because it was only a certain size, like 12 foot. So I had to put that transfer strip in here. But I think we got the floors for only $75. The whole, yes, all of it. I'm not lying. Today is Tuesday, and I outline on Tuesdays when I'm making this. And I'm using the storage right now for the little chicks that I'm about to get. Okay, started out with the bee. Started off with the bee tour and ended with the she shed and the brooder. I'll show you the brooder. That's the 120 chickens are going to be in here, probably only for 2 weeks, because once they get so big, 120 chickens in one spot is not going to cut it. I think they should be good for 2 weeks. But there it is, the 4x8. So they'll be in this whole contraption here. And I'm inside now. I have the stuff soaking, getting disinfectant on the water in the feed bottles, the feeders that haven't been used for a while. So I'm getting all the bacteria off of those because young chickens are prone to almost any freaking bacteria that you want not to have. I'm sorry, I was looking at Luna. Hey Luna, you want to say bye? You want to say bye, Luna? Come here. Hey, stop. Stop. Luna. Oh, you don't want to stop on camera? Stop. Stop. You're scared of the bee suit, ain't you? You're scared of the bee suit. Sorry. Yeah? Okay. I forgot that I had the bee suit on, so she didn't want to stop. Usually when I say stop, she just hunkers down. But good chicken. But I think she's a little afraid of this astronaut bee suit. Okay, come on. All right, see you later. Hey, until the next video, guys, I'm going to get in here, edit this video after I do about 50 other things. But I really appreciate you tagging along. It takes longer to make these videos and to do stuff around here with the camera in my hand and trying to show you guys, but I think the outcome's well worth it for you guys that don't ever mess with bees or chickens or anything. And like I said before, disclaimer, if you're wanting to know anything educational in life, do not get anything from my channel. And I know you're laughing a little bit. I'm not even laughing inside, she said. I don't get much information right, but what I do something right, and I don't go by the book. Like life in general, I don't go by the book, but I'm still here, and so I'm going to still do what I do. I know a lot of you guys are going to tell me different stuff, how to do stuff right with bees and such. Believe me, I'm not going to remember. I'm not trying to be ignorant with it, because my buddy Mike tells me everything about bees, and I try to sink some in. I just can't. That's what she said. But I do my best, and my best last year when I did the honey right before I closed them up for the year, I've got almost 2 gallons of honey. That's unreal for somebody that just started off that don't know what the heck they're doing. And with chickens, I knew a little bit about chickens. I had 40 before when I was in St. Louis, but out of 101 chickens, one of them died. Just one. If you don't know the story about Luna, she's the 101st chicken, but I ordered 100, and then I got Luna about a few days later. And I told that story, I think, on the prepping for 120 chickens or something like that video, so you can check that out. But out of 100 chickens, one of them died. So I've got people to write me a big list of how I should do it or how they do it. That's okay to show how you do it, but to tell me how to do it and only one of them died, I'm going to stick to how I did it for the 100. You know, I'm going to stick the same way. I don't mind bouncing your ideas if you want other people to actually, like, if you do it for a living and you know more than me, which most people do, if you want to just put in there how you do it and put a big post up, maybe people that really want to raise bees or raise chickens can read your comment and just let them know how you do it. I'm just going to continue doing it the way I do it. But I do appreciate you guys tuning into the channel. I do read your comments, and every now and then, once in a blue moon, I'll change my mind and I'll read, like, you know what, I might try that. So just say how you do it. Please keep it like that, because once people tell me how I should do it, it gets a little crazy. But okay, that said, guys, I'm gonna go. I think the bees have left me. If there's 1 or 2 hanging around, I can handle a couple stings. So she said. I'm gonna get out of here, but right now, store's closed.
Never could have been thinking I would know what the future bring. All the highs and lows. Said I'm gonna win, though the world might spin. Now I'm sitting here like I'm no